forward. This is my house right here, but I'm sure you'll want something to eat and drink. Um, we don't have a proper inn, enough travelers to support it, but if you'll follow me, I can secure at least a few beds and something hot to put in your bellies. A
That'd be
small thanks.
that'd be
That
real
would
swell.
that would be a welcome reprieve after the
Well,
arrival.
maybe we can cook up a bit of this meat here. That'd be nice.
If you'll follow me then. And she'll head farther off down the road. Fibblesticks and Penisiver following behind.
Zashi, hearing that there are no inns around here, will kind of like sigh. She really enjoyed the luxuriance of the last place.
City. As she walks through, you pass over a very, very old stone bridge. It's solid, but you can tell that these stones have been here for easily a century, maybe more, just by looking at them. They are well worn down and smooth by the constant foot traffic of the city.
It's worn and
Like it's
smoothed
got
out.
that slight groove in the center of it from where everyone's been walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that TikTok of like people's worn-in paths and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I love that shit. She will take a moment and make a gesture towards this large statue here. Not quite bowing, but she does bend at the waist a few degrees as she gestures outwards with her hand. Continues walking.
So, who's that?
That's Mother.
Oh, I mean, she still got a body that she's using around here, or is she just living in that?
No, that's just a statue.
I don't know. Some folk. Look, you do magic shit. I'm just assuming some shit's a bit weird around here.
Not quite that weird. I don't. Here we are, and she'll go to push the door open. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Lucille?
Yeah, while we were approaching the bridge, is there anything that I could potentially recognize about the architecture? Does it have any Fey origin since it's so old?
It doesn't look like anything like that. It looks like a very
Okay.
old stone bridge. I'd say you'd be much more interested in the statue with lit and burning candles and incense pots around it that you pass. And despite like the late hour, it looks like these candles have been burning for some time. Like that they might also burn during the day.
Just real quick before we head in there.
Yes.
Your mom seems a person of great reputation or importance here. Is
Yes.
we gotta like bow or curtsy or nothing? Or...
Oh, she's not here. She's in the Haven.
All right. Well, I'll ask about that.
It is
later.
her duty to guard it. Yes. Please let us all get some food in our belly. And she'll push one of the large doors open and usher you all in. The large room is empty except for one table, which has 3 figures sitting on it, and a bored-looking bartender. Immediately you notice that the 3 sitting at the table all bear features of resemblance to Soleil's. Blue-tinted skin, long pointed ears, and hair that seems to wave even with no... if it were underwater slightly. Conversely, the man standing behind the bar appears, for all intents and purposes, to be completely human. Here's someone else deeper in the bar, cooking, making, moving about the kitchen. And Soleil will give a nod to the 3 over at the table and walk over to the bar. Morbid, could you take care of some new friends of mine? They did me a great service earlier today, and would see them fed, housed. No, you only have the 2 rooms. How many beds is that? The human bartender will look up, He puts down his glass and starts reaching over to some empty tankards. 2 rooms, 4 beds, 2 beds each room. Your new friends drink?
Yeah. By the way,
Oh,
I like that
we
man
drink.
bourbon. It's a good one. I like that. Also, we brought some of our own meat. You do so much cooking up here?
Whatever we catch for game in terms of meat, there's always vegetable stew on the menu.
Have you
Best
made
apple pie in 100 miles.
any turtle stew before?
Say again?
Turtle stew?
Been a long time, but yeah, you got the whole thing. You get in the shell
Not quite
or
the whole thing. Dragon turtle, little too big.
We got the choice cuts of dragon
Viv,
turtles that we dispatched.
Come on. And it's probably like, pretty much just like a big old nick. And I'll just pick it up and
hops up on the stool.
and just like whap it on top of the bar.
Yeah, it's very heavy and it helps by like pushing off the ground
Yeah.
to lift itself up, and his eyebrows go up. Wow. That is. It's definitely fresh. You can smell it. Oh.
It's quite right.
There's more, but the thing was pretty big. There was a couple of them.
I'll start up a new stew. Why don't I? It'll be a little bit if I'm to
That's
make it from
alright.
scratch, but
Sounds good.
enjoy yourselves. Let me pour you all some drinks. Ale, wine, or something stronger.
What's I don't imagine you have a whole lot of variety out here. What's something strongest you got?
I got brown, clear, and white.
Take some brown.
Brown.
1 brown.
I'll take a brown as well.
2 browns. Brown for the lion man and for the fire lady.
The fire lady will step forward and ask how much it.
You and Soleil will go, I'll cover whatever the tab is. And Morgan will say, I guess that means you're drinking at the house. I can never ask this lady to pay.
Wow, that's really cute. And she'll give him 5 GP and say, just keep this as a tip.
I really couldn't accept if you're here under Soleil's hospitality. She and her friends.
I am nobility. You absolutely can accept my money.
Fair enough. He'll take the coins. Or let it be said, I passed up a good deal. Let me get this into the back. Oh God!
Man,
I got it.
are you sure? Because we can get the pot to help you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind helping out. I wouldn't mind actually cooking up some of those guys on some small steaks too for snackies, if that's okay.
Little jerky sticks would be great.
Snacky.
I don't think turtle makes great jerky, but maybe dragon turtle's different. There's pretty fatty turtle.
Yeah, I was thinking of making some thin steaks, just putting them, frying them up in the pans real fast, and she flies
These
to
are
the
the-
counter.
This is the
Elsa!
Kobe beef of turtle.
You hear, so you go flying over the bar?
Oh no, she climbs over the bar and then she walks in and climbs. Hey, can I help cook?
Hey! You didn't wash your hands, get out of here.
I wash my hands and she casts prestidigitation on him again.
Don't matter, no fools in the kitchen.
I'm
Elsa,
not
get these friends, get some new friends, or get our new friends some drinks.
She acquiesces and goes back over. They kicked me out. I didn't get to cook steaks. Well, we got more meat. I'll cook it later.
I mean, I heard something about too many cooks in the kitchen one time. It's probably something
Yeah.
to do with that.
That too.
Following quickly after you, Lucelle, is a woman who is immediately identifiable to any of you who have seen them before as a Yuan Ti. Those of you that don't immediately know what she is, you can probably gather with context clues from the long lines of snakeskin that run across the tops of her arms up to her shoulders disappear beneath her tank top that she's wearing. You can also notice that her pupils are vertical. 2 browns, was it?
Yeah,
Anything else?
that'd be right swell. I mean, if you could just leave the bottle here, to be honest, that'd be nice.
All right.
What was the drinks again? You said browns, and what was the other one? Whites.
We have ale, wine. Maybe I could scrounge up a little mead, and then we have, in terms of harder stuff, as Morbid likes to call it, we have brown, clear, and white.
Can I have some meat? Actually, that sounds real good.
Let me see what I can rustle up.
Thank you.
What about you? Dark and quiet.
Just letting everyone get in first, but something just on the wine surprised me. I'm not too picky.
All right. And she'll.
Zip, did you want anything?
She'll motion towards the bottle of brown that's in front of you.
Hey, just another shot glass cup. I don't.
She'll upend a glass and put it in front of you. As she pours Cherie her wine and then goes into the back for some.
And I'll take another glass and just pour it and slide it down to Zip.
She'll raise it in the air, knock it back, tap it twice on the counter, and spin to lean her back and then her head against the. She kind of slouches.
Are they stools or like?
Yeah, they're
chairs?
stools. So she's like pushing it out, like leaning out.
Yeah.
As she's like leaning back on the bar, balancing, and Soleil will say, "I'm gonna go talk to Lyra and Larold one more. Please
Yeah, easy
enjoy
peasy.
yourself. If
Thank
you'd
you.
like, we could table, but you're."
Also, just real quick, I ain't met any folks quite as straightforward as this. Y'all ain't gonna like poison us and eat us or something, right?
No. What? Just
Alright.
because they're yuan tea?
No,
No, not because you're Yuan-T. She'll kind of wave her hands in the air.
Look, to be clear, I'm a big tiger man. I like if anyone's gonna be eating folks, it's probably gonna be me. But I'm not gonna do that. The point I'm making is y'all is a secluded village in the middle of nowhere that we just met and know nothing about. So I'm just making sure that y'all are on a level.
We are non-violent. You have no
All right,
word.
sounds good.
You watch her walk across the room. She embraces the tall man with the blue skin around his eyes. He'll wrap an arm around her, give her a kiss on the top of her head, and she goes and sits next to one of the others and takes their hand, starts speaking to the other person who's sitting, while the person she embraced leans over the table standing.
Sashi will cock her eyebrow, noticing Hannah Zivver has the bottle and it passed in front of her, and she'll grab it, pour herself a drink.
And your
They
mead comes
probably
out.
already bought
Lucille.
you one.
This is her second.
Yeah.
Lucille, your mead comes out. It's like, it's not a full tankard, but it's like 3/4 of the way full. The last of the keg. Sorry.
Oh no, that's quite all right, honey. That'll do it very nicely. Thank you so much.
This has definitely been the start of a day.
And while she's
Kinda
I guess
twitches.
while she's finagling with the flag of the Reaper's mead, she's going to like flourish a sleight of hand, try to flourish a gold coin out of her fingertips, like it's out of thin air. How that worked? Hey, not so bad. So yeah, you're calm. How good that looks, boss.
Yeah, she places the tankard down in front of you, and you go to grab it, and a gold coin lands on the counter in front of her without it appearing in your hand at all, and you grab the tankard and are already drinking from it by the time she sees it. Oh, thank you.
What's that? I don't know. What for what?
Oh, I think you dropped this then.
No, it's not mine.
To look at Shuri, who she's in front of, is this?
Telepathically, there is. Play along.
Just very happy to be in the town again. You don't. They act like this all the time.
Well, thank you. Please let me know if I can get you anything else. I'm sure. I think we have some nuts around here somewhere that I could. And she like goes and looks for a bowl and produces some like some salted almonds. They're like roasted. Puts the bowl out between the two of you.
Thank you.
I'll ask. Panzer will stay with just the one drink for now. How quickly are Zeke and Zashi drinking that bottle of brown?
Zeke's taking his time.
Okay.
I mean, he's a big fella, so it would take a bit, but he's taking his time.
Zashi's on her, I guess, second.
Oh, no.
Lucille
Okay, so
offers-
definitely not pounding it back.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
gonna get happy.
I mean, with intentions to get to the third.
Yeah,
They're enjoying the drinks. but
you're
they're definitely
drinking, not
quickly.
sipping.
I think Zeke's probably like
Yes.
sipping, but he's got a big mouth.
Okay. Alright, you guys sit and drink and kind of have a few moments to yourselves. Is there anything specific that anyone would like to do?
Yeah. Lucille is going to offer to pour some mead for I forget everybody's characters' names again. It pisses me off when I do that.
You should be able to see everybody's names. Oh no, you can't. Wait, yes you should.
Yeah.
I see the players' names, but not the characters' names unless they.
Underneath the tokens.
Nope, I can't click on their tokens.
You need to. It should be just
You
pinging.
should have.
Oh wait, there we go. I'm looking at the wrong tokens. I'm stupid. Okay, sure. Yeah, so she offers to pour a glass of mead for Cherie. It's like, that was a crazy day. I guess how long was that storm? Was that over like a period of time, or was that just like
The
one
storm
day?
started last night,
Okay, yeah.
and
So,
everyone was awakened pretty early in the morning
so she's dead tired.
to fight the storm, and then you fought
Dragon
the dragon turtles, and then you hiked all day through the woods.
Yeah. She slumps down in the chair. Her wings droop, and she's like, "I can't wait till we can go to sleep."
I mean, you can go to sleep right there.
What? Sitting in a stool? That's not very comfortable.
We
Many
do
folks
have
done
2 rooms if you're interested, says Elsa.
Yeah, we have beds. Like, go lay down.
I thought we were waiting for the people to talk to you.
Oh, and you need to eat something, actually. Don't go lay down yet. We all need to eat something.
Yeah.
It's been a very rushed day. We can take a moment to just breathe before you.
I'll check on the stew and make sure your rooms are all set up.
By the way, just before you go, Miss,
Oh, yes?
what's your name again? I didn't quite catch it.
Elsa.
Elsa. Alright. I know, maybe this is racist, but there was a fellow snake person, kind of like you folks, doing some jewelry or jewel merchanting up in Mr. Close. Met him, had a good chat, seemed like an alright fella, did some business. He from around here, you reckon?
Could you give me a little bit more? I don't
I'll-
think so. We don't have many departures. This is a community
I'll
founded by
give-
people
I'll
that
give-
wish to stay.
Yeah, I'll give a description of what I have, but he didn't give me his name, just told me to call him the salesman.
A common enough occurrence for my people.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't ask for you to call him the salesman?
But I feel like that's probably uncalled for.
Let me go check on those rooms.
Alright, sorry about that. Just curious.
Of course.
Who still giggles in your head?
Did no one ever tell you to knock before you enter?
What? I was just laughing quietly.
In my head, it tingles. Please don't.
Yeah, your laughter is very tingly.
It is. So you should laugh back. You're allowed to.
I don't wanna because it tingles. And it makes me twitchy. And when I get twitchy, I smack shit.
So you're saying
So, for my sake, Lucal, please,
so,
laugh out loud.
so I need to giggle more around you when I'm not near you. Gotcha.
No, that will just make me want to hate you more.
Wait, you hate me, Captain?
No, hit.
Oh.
Although to be fair,
Now she begins pouring herself another drink.
I mean, it's just silly fun.
I know that. I'm just trying to tell you that I dislike it, and continuing to do it would keep me dislike you.
That's why I don't repeat it.
Alright, thank you. Just, you have repeated it a few times now. And I'm trying to be graceful about it.
Well, the head giggles. That was just like first bad. That was a separate situation.
I know,
I
but
get
the whole getting in my head without asking.
Sorry, it's a cultural approach variation there. I will defer
Just
to
As a
operate.
general rule,
I get you. I get you. I'll give you. I will not project my thoughts.
yeah, my folks is pretty territorial, and ain't no much more your own territory than your own head. So, you know.
Mhm.
It ain't nothing too personal. Just I get twitchy.
So Zashi will look over to Panaziver and cock an eyebrow and go, "Do you think me saying that salesman thing was kind of racist?"
She kind of holds her hand up and like waffles it side to side.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I mean, I'm a virgin, I'll see. I guess I've experienced enough racism in my time.
I mean, rich folk don't really get too much of that. Money buys them.
Oh, but rich folk are the most racist.
Oh yeah, but they do it under the table. They do it kind of sneaky like. And like,
Yeah,
also,
I guess
there's
my people are a bit louder.
There's less rich folk than there is not rich folk. So there's less folks to be being racist. Also, if poor folks
Are you
racist
saying-
too, just throw them in prison or some shit.
Are you saying that poor people are racist?
I don't know. Some people is racist. Some people is makes sense. There'll be some overlap.
They're used to that.
Yeah.
I gotta stop.
Yes, sir. Yes, not a nice thing to be used to, but we're used to it. Although, to be fair, I definitely beat it out a couple folks.
Zashi will nod very satisfied that she wasn't racist. She's decided. Wasn't racist.
If Zeke knew exactly what you were saying, he'd say it wasn't your call, but he doesn't. Y'all think it would be impolite of me to introduce myself to this Sally's family? But it'd be nice to know her hosts.
I think it would be
I
a
am
good
I
introduction.
am astounded by your chutzpah, and I will not.
Look, if there's folk yous around, you talk to them, you want to go, hey, how's you doing, and get to know them, half because you want to make sure to see whether they's going to kill you in your sleep, half to, ingratiate yourself to them.
Right, right. And Zashi will grab the bottle and kind of put it in your chest, like push it towards you, not touching you. Very careful not to touch you. But she will push the bottle towards you and go, maybe break the ice with this?
Yeah, that's a good one. He'll just sort of reach behind the bar and take a couple of, it's like glasses, and sort of pour them out into one big clawed hand and walk over. Hey, Soleil.
I'm gonna need some kind. If you're gonna pour 4 glasses and hold them all in one hand, I need some kind of check.
Two in one hand.
Well, wait, I assume that he probably is uncouth enough to put his fingers in the glasses and hold them that way.
If Zeke were to put his fingers in the glass, there'd be no room left for alcohol.
Yeah.
He's got giant tiger paws.
Also,
Oh, are you filling them now? I thought
That's why I was saying, yeah, I thought you would
Yeah.
just grab the empty glasses and carry this over, but you filled them over here, so I need something.
I'd fill like one there, one halfway there, put them down, and then fill the other two.
Okay. Walk over with your full glass. You said you said Soleil something.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Soleil. I just figured it'd be. I hope I'm not interrupting nothing. I assume this is your family.
Close as family, but not quite. This is my boyfriend, Lyra, and she'll gesture to the man next to her.
Ooh.
And my father's best friends, Glarold and Phalael.
Nice. Well, that's a real tight knit group you got here. I mean, I know they're yours, but I brought over some drinks.
You see that the standing one has turned to you as you walked over, and will
I'll just slide them across the table.
yeah, he'll reach down and pick up a glass and say, "I would not wish for us to drink without you. You do not seem to have your own glass. Perhaps we could join you at the table. Seems we have much to thank you for. Soleil is like a daughter to me."
I was just trying to say hi, but yeah, sure. Folks, let's go the big one.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hey, Twiggy, can you grab my glass?
On it.
Thank you. But yeah, I just figured it'd be nice to see who yous folks is.
We, continues Glarold, are, well, far from home. We accompanied Soleil and Mother. They departed.
I don't mean to be too intrusive, and you don't gotta answer if it's uncomfortable, but where might home be for you folks?
Deep beneath the sea.
Alright, I figured as much. I didn't want to assume.
We have been land dwellers for near a decade, 2? And Soleil will nod, and Lyra will pipe up. 2.5.
How's land been treating you?
The Falael at the head of the table will chuckle and say, "Oh, you know, it has its ups and downs."
Well, fair to see does too.
Mountain joke.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I like that. That's good. But the
Lucille
sea,
is already rubbing the bridge of her nose.
well, that's only the top of it.
I assume Lucille makes sure not to giggle inside the head.
No, she's not giggling at that one. It's just that's just like a groan, but she suppressed the groan and just physically
Dying inside.
manifested it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I would try and think about. God, I have a couple of sea jokes, but they're mostly at the top of the sea, and I don't think that would make too much. Never mind. But that's a good one. I like that. Might I ask what's brought you folks up? Well, up, I guess.
We accompanied Mother.
She have a thing she needs to get done, or
Something like that.
all right. I mean, you don't got to tell me any details you don't want. I'm just a curious fella.
If I might answer your curiosity with my own,
Yeah, of course.
what would bring a band of, kind of hold up his hand at you, travelers, and he says travelers like someone might say pirate. What drove you to save Soleil?
I mean, personally, I just thought I'd be cool to fight some dragon turtles, and also the whales seem pretty chill. I'm always been a bit of an animal fella. I mean, I'm a literal animal fella, but like, you know what I mean.
Also, the slight worry that if we left, that she would probably do something foolish by herself in the panic that was going on. Not to be rude, but
I mean, shit was happening pretty fast. I wasn't thinking that much about it.
I told everyone to fucking run away.
Yeah, that was,
Only because I've never fought dragon turtles. I hope you understand. I didn't have any ill will towards your
Yeah.
whale.
No, of course. And no, I really understand. I would have preferred not to fight them either. But I guess
Yeah,
you take the help where
I
you can
guess
get it.
better us than you.
Well, I promised to help them repair their ship. I was hoping maybe, you could help me talk to the townsfolk. And she's looking at Glarald, and then glances over at Phileo. He'll nod thoughtfully. I can probably rustle up a few people. Not sure how many supplies our town blacksmith still has, but should be enough to at least begin repairs. How bad was the damage?
pretty bad. It's a hole the size of me in the hole.
And I assume the keel is fairly damaged as well.
most likely.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
If you need extra lumber, we have a bunch of crates sitting in there.
I don't
Well-
think it's going to serve us as a keel.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
great
know how many of
lumber,
those are still in there.
Where could they have gone? We
The
made
ocean.
we made the hole when we hit ground. They must be close around.
Crate lumber, great for, yeah. It's kind of different thicknesses and measurements and all that. I mean, you can make a quick patch job, but it ain't great for a long time.
No, it may be some time before we're able to get you mobile again, if that's the extent of the damage. But we are in your debt. Do whatever we can to help you. Same way you helped us.
It's much appreciated. And
Oh, I do love death.
Do you?
that is,
I do. I love
Hey,
debt, especially when people are in debt to me.
That's because you're a rich folk. If you was poor, you would not love that. Trust me.
I mean, side note, in real life, I fucking hate it.
But yeah, if he's gonna be around, I mean, I get a bit restless. If you got shit you need doing, I'm happy to be helping.
We always need hunters
I
for
can
the
do
village. We're
Just
not even 50 people.
yeah, I mean, I was gonna say we could make a trek out to the turtles tomorrow, but I feel like they're gonna get pretty rancid by then, sitting in the sun.
I would ask that we give them some time to return to the ecosystem. The parts that you still want should still be there.
I know, but I mean, like for meats for you folk.
Well,
I mean, if you don't want to eat it, that's fine. Like you could just say that. I'm just thinking it's a thing.
I would
You know,
prefer.
killed it.
I
might
would
as well
prefer
eat.
not.
Understandable.
And the other three of them kind of nod, like, yeah, creature of the sea, a great beast. And just as they're having that discussion, Morbid will come back out, followed by a sloshing Fibblestick. And he will stand next to the table and ladle out several large bowls of dragon turtle meat stew. It is rich and pungent, like very strong seafood smell from the meat, even though it's like red meat.
It's like bears that have been eating nothing but salmon.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very fatty, very, very like heavy muscle. It's very like even after being cooked for like 45 minutes, the meat is still kind of tough and a little chewy, but very flavorful. This is the kind of stew that you cook for just like days and days, and it keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a fair bit there. I'll probably have some of it, but let's just keep that going. To be honest.
I'll leave it on the fire.
Thank you. You done a bang up job with this, especially for not having done it in a while. Good shit.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you so much. Wow, I'm so hungry.
Not just like
Well, make sure you eat up.
Lucille
Lady's got to
has,
keep her strength.
Lucille is voraciously attacking her bows too, and is probably already halfway into it.
Yeah.
Oh, Zashi's easily on her third drink now.
Hell yeah.
Zeke is
Slurring her words a bit, she hiccups a little.
Zeke is curiously watching Zashi to see whether, like, when she drinks, the flames flare up or not because it's high content alcohol.
Yeah, that's
Her hair doesn't, but you do notice that instead of a flush, she is just sort of getting warmer, like
Yeah.
a space heater.
Yeah. Huh. But yeah.
She is completely oblivious to being looked at all. She is getting drunk.
full
By the way,
toasted.
I just figured, has we introduced ourselves? I don't know if we introduced ourselves.
I told everyone your names
Alright.
before you came over. I wish to give you all solitude before, before I asked a little bit more.
Yeah.
Zashi confusedly looks down at her hands like, when did I give her my name?
Well, you guys met her earlier today and walked with her for 8 hours.
Zashi's kind of drunk now, so.
Makes sense. I guess fair.
But yeah, I mean, if you've got questions, we got answers. Just maybe we ain't gonna give you all of them.
How
Just,
how
you know.
long have you been on at sea?
I mean, this
Had you-
time, probably only a couple days.
But you do sail often, assume by your
Yeah.
this time?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on the sea for pretty much ever since I left where I grew up.
All right, let's like be honest. We are pirates, and she'll like look around. Like, you really have to lie to these people.
I don't know. I just didn't want to be quite so explicit about it just yet, just in case they had some authority folk that was gonna. Bottom
We
line,
saved their whale.
yeah, but some folks don't give much of a shit about what you done for them if you's illegal folk. It's a thing.
We're
Anyways,
no
point being-
stranger. You'll hear from behind the bar from Elsa. We are no stranger to prejudice here. Past will
Yeah,
not find
but-
your actions that you take because of our.
well-
I'm cutting in and out a ton. I'm sorry.
yeah, you're good.
She said that no harm will be done to you so long as you do not harm others. These are the laws of their community. Your past actions mean nothing, only your actions now.
Hey, I mean that's how I roll, so we're gonna get along real
Well, in that case, we should really tell you about where we were before.
No.
well. That's probably not. I mean, if they want to know, I guess, but it's not that important to be honest. Important thing is, there's law folks who probably don't want us to be running around free, and we would like to be running around free. And also, the law ain't always justice.
Then, if you're more pirate-like,
I mean, we did technically steal a ship, but it was from pretty nasty folk.
have you had reason to travel to the deep water?
There's a lot of deep water. You gotta be more specific.
The deep water usually refers to the area between the that spans between Faerun and the Gallerstub. That large section of water, sort of in the middle of the 5 major nations. I can hear. I'll take you guys to the world map briefly.
We still
Any
in it
any of
briefly.
this dark blue here, and also this section right here. The deep water would refer to these sections.
We briefly went out kind of towards it. Not quite that deep, but we went out a bit. There was an island that done sunk.
Oh my god, the island with the gemstones! That place fucking sucked. Have you seen these? And she'll look over at Saleh and be like, have you seen these like glowing? They're like green stones. They kind of grow around waterous caves.
I feel like,
like ocean caves.
real little one. And just pull out one of these things. And also there was a
Hold on,
bunch
what?
of-
Okay. Never mind.
Sorry. Did you
I couldn't hear what the end of V was saying because you interrupted. But
apologize.
what was the last part of what you said, sweetheart?
Oh, I just like looked over to Soleil and I was like, have you seen these like green, like stones? They glow and they occur in like waterous or waterbound caves.
Waterous situations is what you said that I didn't hear. Okay. And you produce a very small chip that
Yeah.
you still have
Yeah.
that wasn't really worth anything.
Yeah, just like one of these things. That was all more ball like this, just a little sliver of it. Also, there was
Yes, actually.
some big nasty looking fish folk, and not so pretty as y'all.
Not. And she'll describe the creature that you saw. Not a Miro. Large,
what are they?
half man, tentacle face.
Yeah, they had like a big fish ass.
That's very bad. These, the stones you speak of only grow at the bottom of the ocean floor. We call them bright stones.
Okay. I
They're
mean, there was statue on the top of the thing, and I'll sort of describe it as best I can.
dear.
I assume that's some, you know, perilous creature that you're none too fond of.
A very, very ill omen and confirmation of something Mother has been worried about for some time.
Also, I don't know if it's related or not, but we was attacked by a shark man's like a wolf man, but he was a shark, and he bit us some, but we done cured it.
I've never heard of anything like that. A were shark?
Yeah, that.
I can't say I've had any experience, but there
I got
are.
it. If you want to see.
You have it?
No, a tooth.
Oh. Sure? And
Yeah,
Glaro,
pull out.
Glaro, like, his eyes light up, and I'm sorry, not Glaro, Lyra's eyes light up at the far end of the table, and he goes, oh, yeah,
I'll pull out.
that
a
sounds
tooth.
so sick.
I mean, you take a look. Just make sure you give it back, and I'll slide it across the table.
Yeah, he'll pick it up and start immediately, like, turning it over in his hands, testing it with his finger. Oh. Yeah, like sharks are more like near the surface. Usually they're not super deep. So our home they weren't always around unless we left the commune. But we saw a couple on our way up, but that was a while ago. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, he had a couple of real big ones with him.
He fucking bit me and I started changing.
Yeah, we stopped it though. He had a little nibble on me, but we fixed it pretty quickly. Although I can breathe underwater.
Yeah. Looks around. Thanks, guys.
You got a lot of brown in you there.
Not nearly enough, and she will pour herself another drink. She was really fucking freaked out by, like, going unconscious like that. She didn't like it.
But yeah, I mean, if you got more questions, I got more stories, more answers. I don't know what you care to know about though.
How long ago was this incident with the disappearing island?
Maybe a week and a half.
Was there anything else down there? Any other creatures? Did you see anything else that was hard to explain?
I mean, not super hard to explain. It was just like more fish-ish looking folk, but there was more the size of you. Again, not so pretty, and their face opened up like 3 ways. They scream real loud. And they was all doing like a chanting thing, like there was some ritual or something. It all
Like they
said-
were trying to summon something?
Yeah, it did very much seem like a dark summoning vibe.
And this is when the island submerged.
Yeah, something like that. We killed a fair few of them, but I don't know how much of them there are still down there that was able to complete the ritual potentially.
Was there anything else?
There was the face open folk, there was the big nasty fishy folk with the harpoons. There was the people we took the ship from who was gonna go and get more gemstones from there. There was, I think that was it really. Y'all remember much? Oh yeah, Sparks, you got some fancy digs from it? like a column armor or
Oh,
something?
oh, right, I got this. And she'll point to her armor. Her coral armor. It's no longer big. It's just chilling. But she'll point at it and go like, "Yeah, if I think really hard, it gets big," and turns into turns into like coral and shit. Is there a way, babe, that you could turn your sensitivity? Because I feel like every word I say is going through your headphones.
I'll go back up and just try and talk louder when I'm role playing. I usually try and keep it at 60 when you're here, but yeah, I was losing it when I was trying to talk as Elsa.
Worst case scenario, I can go in the living room.
I think I got it. I think we got it.
Just like push to talk it or something.
Alrighty. Yeah, does anybody else remember anything about that event that they would bring up here?
That's
There's one
Right.
thing that I think you
Exactly.
guys are forgetting.
think of.
Anybody like to make me a history check?
I'll try, but Zeke's probably not gonna.
My memory's terrible, and I'm quite slightly high, but I will make a history check too. Yeah, I should just remember.
Okay.
Seems like it's okay as C's concerned, I guess.
I'll say Zashi is the one you unpress your thing.
Oh, I'm not pressing it.
It's open. Okay. Zashi, you're the one to speak up, but Zeke, as soon as she starts talking, you also remember it. Zashi, you remember that there was, before the island disappeared underwater, there was a massive shadow under the water, bigger than the island, that you saw come up from the deeps.
Oh my god, right. Yeah, there was this great, and she'll describe.
Oh yeah, big early monster coming. So I guess the summoning did work. We didn't see it, just like a big shadow under the water.
Yeah, we hightailed it out of there.
Yeah. It was real big, like bigger than this house, probably.
That's very, very worrisome. Thank you for your candor.
Yeah, I mean I ain't nothing but candorous. I heard that word somewhere. I think it's a good thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Means honest.
Yeah. I know that. Or are you saying that? This is one of them saying that to Z.
Falale is saying that.
Yeah, but like it's like straight up honest, because you can be honest and like not show all your cards.
You have cards?
Sometimes.
What color do you play through Dragon Ante?
Sometimes.
What color?
I ain't much good at it. It's been a bit.
What color do you play?
What colors are there?
It's basically Magic the Gathering. So black, blue, green, red, white.
I like red.
Is there a yellow?
Red's a nice color.
No.
You know, I always thought that it was weird that it was called 3 Dragon Ante, but there are like 7 colors. It's very interesting.
Well, the game is defined by the 3 dragons that you ante up at the... And he starts going down the rules of 3 Dragon Ante, and it's very like mansplainy.
Nice.
No, not nice. Bad.
Oh, wow, I wish I could have read this in the book somewhere.
I should pass on what I've learned. Hello, Geralt. Geralt, I'll see you later. Lyra and I are... And she'll stand up from the table. Thank you all once more. I wouldn't be here without your help.
Easy. Well, y'all have a good time, and I mean, Nothing like a rush of death to get you feeling things.
Quite the vibrance of life.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah.
And they will head out to the now dark night. The sun has finished setting. You guys have...
I don't know about you folks, but I'm a little tired. We's been up since early morning trying to keep that storm at bay, and yeah, we didn't do too great a job as you can well see us being here.
I don't
of
know.
course, if you need...
I
rest.
reckon any crash and getaway when we were walking away, you did good.
Yeah, but sometimes you just did lucky.
Being half-boiled alive doesn't help either.
Yeah, that was not a fantastic experience. Although the fight was nice. That was I'd never imagined that I'd fight a dragon turtle. So
You mean two dragon turtles?
two at once, pretty cool. Or pretty, I guess, hot because there was the steaminess of the bread.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, but sometimes that's fun.
Yeah, I had a great time.
You don't seem like you don't mean that.
First-hand experience of a lobster or crab.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always try to kill him before I drop him in the water, because, you know, like folks tell me that they can't feel pain, but I don't much believe that. That seems like not right.
Fair enough.
I try to make shit quick.
Well, I guess we're retiring to our rooms. Shuri, or not Shuri, what the fuck? Zashi will grab the bottle and her glass, and she'll kind of stop and look to Zeke and go, "Are
Yeah, sure.
we sharing a room?"
Yeah, it's fine. I'll try and make sure you don't choke on your fucking tongue with all that booze down your throat.
You'll notice that she's remarkably not too teetery. She's got her head on her shoulders.
Hey Elsa, Zeke will gather up the bowls. Can we get like a bucket or something? My friend here, I mean, she seems fine, but I feel like she's gonna not be in a bit.
Sure, I can find something.
Much appreciated. I mean, we would use a bowl, but you know,
We
you
eat
never-
from those. Please
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Zashi will pop over the shoulder and go, "Also, do you have a place to take a bath?"
Yeah, end of the hall, last door on your left once you go through there.
Awesome. And she'll go over to Zeke and
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say bath or bathroom?
bath.
Bath, okay. Last door on your right.
Zashi will kind of give a thumbs up, look to Zeke and go, "Can you bring this to our room? I really need a shower or a bath." Oops.
You mean the drink? Yeah.
Yes. Thanks. And she'll push it towards him and then turn around and walk to take a bath.
I just sort of see how much is left. Gauge roughly how much she's drunk.
It's like half the bottle is left. She's not been chugging it. She's like 4 glasses in, so not a crazy amount.
I'm just gonna.
In real life, I'm 3 glasses in. So
Zeke is gonna, you know, as Elsa's getting the bucket, go and like just pour another round for everyone, just
Sure.
to get a little bit more out of the bottle.
Oh, right, you did pour drinks for them. Okay, I'll say there's about a quarter of it left. Then,
Alright.
by the time
Zeke-
Sashi gives it to you, you could finish it if you pour everybody at the table a drink.
Maybe not.
Well, I guess it's only Glerald and Phileas since Shuri and Lucille have their own drinks. So Yeah.
We'll pull
there'll be a
drinks.
couple fingers left in the bottom of the bottle by the time you're done.
Zeke reckons she can survive that.
Okay, Zashi, when you go to bathe, you do discover that the bath is already filled with. It's not like hot anymore, but it is still steaming water.
There's not like a place for me to like. There's not like a fire underneath.
No. You do see an empty bucket that was probably used to fill this bath, but you're not sure where the source of water is. If you do want more hot water, you could go and ask for it, or you could use your magics.
I mean, I can't. I don't like. I'm pretty sure any of her magics that she could use would like destroy this area.
Prestidigitation can heat things up.
Do I have that? Work. Okay, so like she's gonna Mother of Dragon style, like prestidigitate that water into steamy, and climb in.
Hell yeah. You relax in the bath. It's a little small. Your legs aren't able to stretch all the way out, but that you're not like knees above the water.
Oh, she is rifling through her bag, grabbing like the last bit of pipe weed she had left, and she's enjoying herself.
Crack open the window, pack the pipe. Yeah. Okay. Is everybody else also moving towards bed, or are there things that you would still like to discuss with Falale and Glarold, who at this point you can see have moved to sit much closer to each other?
Alrighty. Y'all, is there anything we need to be aware of for tomorrow?
I would ask that perhaps keep in mind that this is the village that needs everyone to contribute.
Yeah, easy. I'll go out and. I mean, we got a plenty amount of that meat. I doubt he used it all. Did you use all of it?
Like half.
Yeah, he just.
I threw the rest in the ice barrel.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can. I mean, some of y'all gotta be eating seafood, right?
Most of the rest of the town will be looking for something. Yeah. We're not exactly a soup kitchen here, but we do feed probably half the town. Lunch and dinner.
Yeah, easy.
Captain,
What?
we still got like over 100 pounds in the bag of holding too.
Oh, yeah, we should dump that out. I mean, you got the ice thingy, right?
Yeah. I don't know about 100 pounds of.
I mean, we'll put what we can in there, and it'll be plenty for you for a while.
Alrighty.
I mean,
you
unless
mind?
you prefer not to.
No, he'll who has the bag of holding? He'll ask
Michelle.
them to accompany him. Okay. Why don't you follow me and we'll pack everything in. I still need to salt the meat you already gave me, so I can lend a hand. And he'll lead you back around to a storeroom, which is filled with fresh vegetables in crates and these 3 large barrels, 2 of which have their top off and one of which has some kind of fire built in it and another pot of stew roiling on it. And he'll walk over to one of the closed ones and open it, and rather than a fire built inside, there is a huge chunk of ice across the bottom of it and reaching up the sides, and there are these wrapped packages of meat that fill it maybe halfway up. He'll produce a very large it's almost like a baking pan of salt, and he's just gonna start asking you to hand him chunks of meat. He's gonna salt them and then wrap them in parchment paper and put them in the barrel to try and preserve them.
She hands him pieces of meat as he wants, and however much he wants to take from it.
Let's say that's half of the meat that's in
So
the bag.
50 pounds.
Yeah, just keep track that meat. It doesn't it's not exposed to air or stuff. It's in a vacuum, but there are still things in it that can make it start to putrefy. It just will take longer.
Actually, since I have the salt here, I guess I would ask him if I could have him salt the meat that I have in the bag too, to help protect a little bit more.
Sure, we got plenty of it. And he'll pass you like a full mason jar of coarse sea salt.
Cool. Yeah, while I'm in there with him, and we're working on salting that hit the meat that I give him. I also salt the rest of the meat that's inside the bag.
Okay. You just pour a bunch of salt in and shake the bag of holding like it's a skillet.
I have to take them out so I can salt them and put them in back in freshly
Okay.
salted.
This is probably going to take you and Morbid quite some time to package between the two of you 100 pounds of meat.
So she's probably done with her bath by now.
Okay. What after Lucelle and Morbid disappear, Zeke, you got your closing statement from these guys. Was that when you left as well?
Yeah, I'd probably briefly say, it's like a communal spot where we can like get y'all stuff. Like, how did that work?
We bring everything, the midday meal to the arena.
What was the name of the village again? Sorry.
He'll Brill, Brill. He'll gesture out the doors, and you remember walking by a large, sort of roped over area. It's got a bunch of these. They're not quite telephone pole sized tree trunks, but like full thin tree trunks that have been driven into the ground. They stand maybe 8 feet tall. They have these large ropes that connect between them with these glowing green and yellow plants that hang down from them, almost like natural lantern. There are a bunch of seating areas and things. There's a large open space.
Considering that we done filled your pantry with all the meat is going to be taken, what else could we be getting for you while we're lazing around?
That's for the town to decide. It will depend what.
Alright. Well,
speak for others, but I would ask that.
I'm sleeping till noon.
Of course. I hope find rest.
Yeah. You know what? It's not my business. Never mind. Hey, Sparks.
Joshua will kind of poke, not poke, but like point towards Zeke and be like, so, you know how we talked a lot about the reason why I was in prison? Well, this town is kind of representative of the reason why I went to prison. I want the whole world to be like this town, and the whole world doesn't like that. Do you know what I mean? Do you get that?
I mean, the way you was explaining it, it sounded a hell of a lot more forceful. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, the killing of landlords is, like, pretty forceful, but I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah. I mean, you could just kick them out. I don't know. But we just sort of talk as we go. Probably. I'll take the red one.
Zashi teaches the big lion man about communism is my favorite part of this campaign.
Gods.
Zeke going on about not killing landlords was shocking to me.
No, but see, Zeke, you gotta understand, like, landlords, it's almost, like, worse the way that they are. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what a landlord is, to be honest. I ain't really lived on the land apart from in the prison, so.
Oh, okay. So a landlord is, and she'll explain what a landlord.
Wait, so even though it's my boat, I'd have to pay someone else to live in it?
Yeah, wouldn't you want to fucking kill that guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Exactly, it's bullshit.
It's a shame you can't sail every house out into the sea where they'll forget about it.
Yeah, it is a shame. Zashi will, like scrape out her grinder, I guess, whatever the fantasy equivalent of that is, and kind of prop herself near the window
It's like a
and
moderate
have a
case.
smoke and have a drink. And she'll offer it to Zeke, of course.
Yeah, appreciate it. Just sort of try and fit himself into the bed. Probably eventually give up because he's too big. Just pull the blankets off and throw them over himself as he curls up on the carpet.
Okay. Zashi smokes with a big cat laying at her feet and feels content and happy.
Yeah, Zashi will look down at the big cat below her and just kind of look him over, bemused, and smoke her pipe. We gotta get you a bigger bed.
Yeah, I mean, pile of blankets is nice. I think
Zaji will find this unbelievably adorable, but not say anything as to not emasculate him.
a big, like a bathtub, and just fill it with cushions. And just sort of slowly.
Can't wait for the party to go through the lengths to install an entire jacuzzi on the ship just for Zeke to make it his nap pit.
Oh my god, the way that Zashi would do that in a heartbeat. she always like is laying on the bed.
You lost it.
Oh.
She is always.
I love that I'm always not pressing it and it plays. I press it, nothing happens. Fucking, I imagine she like looks over at Zeke on the bearskin rug and kind of like she understands that he enjoys it, but like every cat loves to lay on a bed. Like that's what they love to do. My cat loves to lay on the bed.
It's small.
Okay. As the two of you move towards bed and eventually fall asleep, Cherie is the last one up while Lucelle and Morbid work to the early hours of the morning. As you're sitting at the table, Elsa will come by and say, "Night, y'all. Go bother Morbid if you need anything else, but bar's basically closed."
Thank you. Pleasant dreams.
Yeah, Cherie, you have been very quiet this night.
She's been kind of going through a surreal moment of. She'll actually look over to the other two that's still at the table. You know, this place reminds me a lot of my old home. It's actually very refreshing to see something like this again.
Really? Whoa. Yeah, that's Faleo. He has a very deep voice.
Might have to wake up and go talk to Faleo.
It is a nice vineyard in the Feywild. Started traveling, enjoying playing music, though I fully understand the sense and urgency of everyone having to do their part. Brings a...
Did you serve one of the courts, or?
The Silver Spire. Brought wine there regularly. Honestly, it is so much better than the Galastub. Traveled singing for more or less music, but a lot of choices in my past that I kind of look back on and I kind of keep finding myself longing for that again, though I know probably won't ever be the same.
So what brought you to Landside?
Oh, unfortunately, a lot of the Galastub doesn't really like elves, especially ones that accusatorily just point fingers at and blame them as bad omens. And to some interesting situations at hand that well, pushed me in the direction of these amusing cadre of people that I've found myself locked in with now. Can't say in a bad way. Though, I'm sure you definitely see their vibrant quirks.
Yes. One of the one of the reasons Mother chose this place, I suppose. Oh,
Oh. Still wondering about it, is he?
Yeah, the cat fell asleep and I got bored.
That's to be expected. Can only watch him purr for so long.
I was also thinking I never get to spend one-on-one time with Cherie, so why the fuck not?
Hard one time, isn't it?
What was that?
Hard one time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was telling them how this place is like my old home.
Oh my gosh, it is? Tell me about your old home. I want to hear more about it.
It's a wonderful little vineyard in the Feywild. Served wine to one of the Fey courts. Everyone had to do their part, make sure that other various creatures weren't affecting the vineyard too badly, but also kept a good balance with the nature around. Of course.
I wrote a lot. I wrote a lot about a town like this in my studies. I'm very interested to learn more about them. And then she'll remember that she's standing in front of two people from the town, and she'll or sitting in front of the people, and she'll look over and be like, "Sorry, don't mean to talk like you're not right here. It's very rude of me."
they both kind of like look at you with like half smiles, and say nothing.
Oh wow, okay. Looks over at Cherie.
We could work on it.
Looks back over at the guys in front of us. So when was it y'all moved here?
26 years ago now?
Oh wow, in the year 26 years ago. That's crazy. Has the town always been like this?
I don't know what you mean.
Have you always done things the way that you do them?
I suppose. We didn't found this town or anything. Well, we found it. And he kind of smiles. I detest common sometimes.
I mean, I'm guessing. Oh, the straw.
Careful.
I'm guessing you don't have that large of a vocabulary, because the best thing about common is that there are infinite words to describe what you're trying to say.
That may be true, but searching through them to find the right one has never been my expertise. I prefer the more flowing tones of home, but I suppose after a quarter century I should have picked it up a little bit better. And he'll turn and smile at the other man, who again, a little bit more gruffly say, "You need word better."
Zashi will very quickly put her hand on the table like, no. I don't mean to say anything negative towards your home tongue. I find beauty in a lot of different languages. I've learned quite a few. I wish to know more, but, the mind only carries so much. She's really trying to fight through her alcohol right now.
Thank you, and I didn't take any offense. As far as the town, I don't know exactly how long they've been here, but most of the people are middle-aged. There are only a few children. It's my understanding that they founded this town together to get away from larger cities.
Middle age for you is like 40.
You want to be around 40 or 50 years old, yes.
So
I'm also in my middle age, but it's not quite the same thing.
Well, you definitely don't wear it.
I make 300 years look good.
Very.
Begins twirling hair with her finger.
Suppose I've always had someone to look good for. He'll smile at Phileo.
Wow. She'll look between the two of them.
They're making hard eyes at each other.
Do y'all ever open it up, or never mind?
I mean, sometimes things aren't really as defined underwater as they are up here.
Oh wow, so polyamory is like an underwater thing.
I guess. I mean, you seem to know what it is.
I would imagine there's
Blushes.
I'm sorry?
I'd imagine there's a lot more freedoms than not having to worry about it. Up here it's a lot more rigid.
Yeah, I'll say. Phileo, stop. You're being crass.
Looks to Cherie, looks at these two fine men, gets very nervous. Sits drink demurely.
Well,
They're a good people, like I said, nothing like home, but we should be used to living here by now. I guess I should probably stop calling it home at some point, but not yet.
in time.
There's nothing saying you have to forget it. I would continue to do exactly what makes you feel the most comfortable.
I appreciate that. I hope that we've been able to make you all comfortable here. As I said, Soleil is like a daughter to me.
Oh,
You're not. It just cut the O.
Push to talk sucks. I wave my hand in the air. Oh, I feel so comfortable. I took a lovely bath. I had a lovely smoke. I am a lovely drunk.
And I'll drink to that.
Here, here.
Holds up glass.
Tink. For those at home, V just very dramatically lifted her glass and then tinked the metal spoon against the side of it and waited until I looked at her and then drank from it.
You looked at me first, trying to downplay how beautiful I am.
Aside from
Looks over at the men across from her.
what?
You look over at them.
So what's your, like, town schedule for tomorrow?
The both of us are free until the midday meal, and we'll be around town. I don't think we have anything morning tomorrow. No, nothing till noon. I can't tell you exactly what I'll be doing afterwards. It'll depend a lot on Soleil. And of course Lyra, but he'll go along with whatever she says.
Oh yeah, of course. I was just curious if there was like some kind of defining a structure to the day.
For yourselves, you needn't worry. As far as we go, we're a little bit apart. The nature of our group and my duty to protect Soleil means that I am not always able to give my all to the community in the way that they would like. So I end up picking up a lot of the slack, but I'm also real good, so I'm done for tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm sure you are, Belka.
Yeah?
Yeah. She will, like, look around cautiously.
Zashi, you look around, and it's like something's off.
What?
You
Can
can't.
I perception check and get more info?
Absolutely. Glance around. Something tingles in the back of your pretty drunk brain.
Something that Shuri has probably noticed early on.
Zashi, it's not about what's there, it's about what's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say who's not there? You don't see Panaziver anywhere.
Oh my god, where is Panaziver?
It took you long enough to notice.
The quiet one at the end of the table?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she doesn't talk. We don't know what's wrong with her.
Well, more or less, when she was made without the voice.
Interesting. How did you learn her name?
Writing.
Oh my god, looks at Shuri. How did we learn her name?
Probably the first time you learned her name was a guard shouted it at her.
Oh, Zashi will immediately divulge this information. Like it's nothing. The guard at the prison we were at together said her name, so we knew.
Pirates and prisoners, escaped prisoners. You must have quite a few stories.
No, yeah. Or a sport of experience.
Noble from, and he'll squint at you, Northern Fainry. An elf from the Feywild Court. A very, he's gonna say acerbic, and I'm just gonna say that he probably doesn't know what that word means. But he's using it.
Irascible.
Lion Tiger Man, and a fairy, presumably also from the Fae. I guess escaped prisoners is about the only thing I could think of that would bind all of you together.
No, yeah, isn't that sick? Like, it's what a connection.
You must have all gone through quite a bit together. I can understand your willingness to help out a bit more as disparaged individuals yourselves.
Yes, the world
Well,
is
yeah, we
very-
used to do work for nothing.
I've decided this guy is a malaprop. I decided just now.
Some of that work is enjoyable, though.
Any stories you want to share? Old sea salt. Stop, you're younger than I am.
I'll be more than happy to share them, though. After being half-cooked by a dragon turtle, and it being much later, feel the need to turn in, finally.
Rest well.
I look forward to more conversations.
As you stand up, you hear from the hallway. God, that was a lot of meat. I need to wash my hands 3 times. Come on, fairy.
That was a lot of me. That's what she said.
She's covering Viscera. And she starts casting prestidigitation to whoop. She's cleaned up for the most part. But she's like, I still want to take a bath. I still feel sore, tired.
I'll get the water refilled.
Okay, hey, I can help clean you up if you'd like.
I prefer old-fashioned. Thanks,
Okay.
Thank you for the room.
though. Of course. I'm sorry. I don't think I got.
Shuri.
Of course. Rest well. Clatter, clatter, wash, 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 clatter, clatter.
Zashi will stand up from her chair and like bow her head and say goodbye to the two. She'll make a concerted effort to wink at the one on the right. I forgot his name.
The one on your right, the one to the south.
Yeah, that one.
Glarald.
Oh shit. she'll wink at him and then walk off.
There are their names I've made so you can see. Lucelle, Morbid will drain the tub, pulling the cork out of the bottom, and you hear it drain out through the bottom of the, like, some pipes through the house. And then he'll grab the bucket and make his way over to the spigot over here in the corner, and he'll begin filling it up and adding it to another large barrel that is filled full of boiling water. And he adds the cold water to it to bring it down to a more reasonable temperature, and then starts bucketing it out. It takes about 10-15 minutes for him to fill the bathtub.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Of course, done a service to mine, it's the least I can do. That's how we do in Brio. He smiles as if it were a joke.
Yeah. She mostly clean for the most part. She's taking advantage of the nice warm bath to wash out the exhaustion of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Soften up her joints, flex her hands and her feet in the water, and get all stretched out, relaxed. Comes out nice and comfy. Feeling much better after having to avoid watch people getting eaten.
Say again?
Feeling much better after watching people happen to avoid people have to eat by dragon turtles.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She's bunking with I guess whoever's room is open. Just crash in the corner.
Yeah, Lucelle sees Zashi standing in the doorway and hears her and Shuri talking and goes, okay, and then opens the other door. You see a large lion man sleeping on next to one bed. All of the pillows and blankets have been pulled off of that bed, including the fitted sheet for some reason. And the other bed looks pristine. It's completely untouched. Zashi's bag is sitting on the floor next to it.
She doesn't trust the beds that she doesn't carry. So she sets up her hanger, a little hammock up in the ceiling, like she normally does, and then floats up on that and dozes off up in the rafters.
Yeah, it's it's a timber roof, very easy to find places. There are like already hooks in some places at the ends of logs that you could just hang from.
I assume Shuri gets up and helps Zaji to her room.
I'll probably hear the little pitter patter of cells be going on. You could bunk over here then. I think that everyone's getting tucked in already.
Sounds good. I will retrieve my pipe in the morning, and she will drift her way towards the bed in the corner.
Make sure to tuck her in so she doesn't fucking get sick or anything.
Fucking, like, 30 seconds go by, and it is full honk shoe me. Like, it is over.
Sweet dreams. She will tuck into her own bed respectively.
Hell yeah. Alright, everyone falls quickly to sleep. I don't know. You you guys all just climb into bed and rest. There's nothing else I need to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, you all, in that case, you all wake up with your throat slashed. Roll new characters.
Hell yeah.
You fell for my trap of a nice village. There are no nice villages. No. It is, all of you are able to sleep 8 or more hours up to your, desire. Those of you that would only sleep the 8 hours, except for, I'll say, Zeke, you went to bed a lot earlier than everybody else by like an hour, but you also wanted to sleep till noon, so you just.
I mean, probably a little bit before then, but yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's probably first thing that wakes them, whether or not you go back to sleep is up to you. It's around 10 a.m. You can hear some chatter in the to the south of you. As some of the day's customers make their way in for a late breakfast.
Zashi would probably wake up to this. She's not too hungover, I don't think, but she definitely feels a bit drained from the amount of drinking she did.
You do wake up, and there is a glass of water next to your bedside.
Guzzle.
Hell yeah,
Wow.
it tastes amazing, as water does when you're thirsty.
Yeah, she'll immediately think, like, I should follow this up with some food, and she'll, like, very quietly shuffle out to go acquire some brekkie. She doesn't want to wake Cherie up, because Cherie is going to sleep as long as she needs to.
Alrighty.
beat up pretty badly.
What about Lucelle?
Lucille actually didn't get, fucked up by the dragon turtle, so she really was just like magically wore out from expending all the spells that she did. So once she got enough rest for that, she pretty much perky once the sunlight came out.
You're probably also coming out around the same time as I should.
Yeah. So yeah, she poked her head out when she started smelling breakfast and would have quietly plodded out after she got her hammock down from the ceiling, from the rafters.
You walk in shortly after Zashi. The smell of some kind of sausage being grilled, as well as eggs and another kind of roasted vegetable, perhaps. It's hard to identify exactly. You see a couple plates of all kinds of things. As well as a pair of familiar faces, having bowls of vegetable stew. Sitting at the table. Soleil will wave and pat the seat next to her.
Zashi slides in and looks to the barkeep and is like, "Can I get some food, please? I'm a little tired from yesterday."
The same from last night. Breakfast special or stew.
Give me the breakfast special.
How many eggs?
3.
How do you want them?
Like sunny side up with like barely cooked. I want that shit yolky.
He'll look to Lucelle.
The eggs. What was the special again? Sorry.
Eggs, sausage, toast.
Yeah, the special with 4 eggs, sunny side up, runny as fuck. So I can do things in them.
Alright. He'll disappear back into the kitchen. How'd you guys sleep?
Been the most restful I've slept in a while.
Like a rock.
Yeah, you were hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I touched the void yesterday. It was the first time that's happened, so.
What do you mean?
Is that a euphemism for like wanking?
No, like almost died next to Lucelle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, a lot you cared not be serving your fucking slots. Murmur. Looks over to the other guy.
Serving your slots? What? Conserving your slots, sorry. Well, I mean, I'm not really one for magic or stuff like that. I prefer my bow. But, I would have helped if I was there.
I'm sure.
Cherie going for her morning shit.
So eloquent.
Roughly make the
8 p.m. deuce right on time.
Hell yeah.
So, if I recall correctly, and she'll look over, you said something about like an arena?
Yes, that's what we call it. It's just outside the door, actually.
As you say this, I'll look over and notice Zeke walking in. You want to spar later?
Oh, it's not that kind of a I mean, I suppose it could be, but that's not what it's for.
I don't know. I mean, even if it were, I don't really do things by half measures.
Oh, I bet you could manage. I have magic. If you want to make it a kind of no holds barred situation.
No, I don't. Respectfully, I do not want to engage in magic if I do not have to.
You know, it's. We have been in close quarters for so long, and I'm the magicingest magic user. You know, you'd think you'd soften a little bit to it.
Not when it's designed to kill me, no.
Well, I think you know me enough that you know I wouldn't kill you, but. And she'll wave her hand. And
I mean, not on purpose.
I feel like the only time I would kill you would be on purpose.
Well, now I'm definitely not gonna spar.
Well, I don't want to kill you. I'm just saying.
I'm very confused and not at all comfortable. Can I get some breakfast?
Yeah. What'll it be?
More or less not, if that's still there.
Excellent. Han, another bowl of alligator stew.
They are fucking nice.
And he'll come out a few moments after that with 2 loaded plates full of breakfast foods, exactly how you asked for them, and a very large bowl for Zeke.
Thank you kindly.
Of course. You guys can all hear like murmuring and talk outside starting to grow a little bit louder. You all eat your breakfast. Filet is kind of eyeing the 3 of you, but mostly just chatting with Elsa and Lyra about inconsequential things. You hear them talking about like the recent harvest and how long the stores will last this winter, things of that nature.
So, what's, well, I suppose we figure that out when we get there. How soon till, the gathering thingy where we talk about what we would be contributed?
It shouldn't be much more than an hour. I can already hear some people gathering outside. They're probably sitting at the tables. I know, Falale, you'd like to usually be there early and grab our usual spot, but everybody pretty much always sits at the same table.
Also, folks knows I was coming, right? Because sometimes folk throw shit at me when I show up unannounced.
Oh, they wouldn't do that. And I will say, like, Zeke, you are usually pretty aware of eyes on you, and you're used to, like, your party being an object of fascination. The group of you are an unusual crowd. But though you've gotten looks, there are next to no stairs in this room. And you didn't really get any last night either, even though you only really met the water elves, or the sea elves. It's definitely a different tone. It's not. I'll say you've probably been in places where you've felt this way, but it's usually around like people that you're very close to, your crew. You've not really been in an inn or a bar ever where people weren't like, damn, that guy's a tiger. But now you can say you have.
Yeah.
Just as a little bit of prep work, you'll probably be asked to speak. It's like a meeting the community sort of thing. So try and think of like useful skills that you have that you could like offer to people to help.
Yeah, I
It
can
would,
break
it would go a
shit.
really long way.
Uh,
Heavy
yeah, I can,
labor, yeah, sure.
yeah, I can do that. I don't get the feeling y'all do much sailing around here, but I can do that.
We have our few fishing boats, but it's not very common. I think there's only one family that really fishes for their living.
Yeah. I caught a shark the other day. It was when we was getting attacked um, by the were shark.
Oh.
I just caught it with the grappling hook. I just threw it at it and I pulled it up on the boat.
Wow.
I'm okay at fishing.
Yes. You guys all hear a horrible sound of a rope purring somewhere in the distance. Well, I'll ask at the meeting. I shouldn't tell you before. It's not like a secret, but everyone should learn of it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, my ears open.
Is your friend going to be coming out? Or your last two friends, I should say?
I don't know where Quiet's gone. She ain't been around for a bit.
Just call her Quiet. Now I want to see Panazura in that outfit. God damn it.
But yeah, I'll go get Twiggy. Knock, knock, knock.
Coming. Takriata back.
An announcement of sorts, I think. Once I'll be here. You happen to know where Zip went?
Did notice that she vanished last night, which pretty amusing. I'm sure she's.
I think she does that a bit. Well, she ain't gonna go kill no one that don't deserve no killing, but
She's a
never know.
free spirit. She keeps her head low, appropriate.
Yeah. Alright.
Keeps the nose clean.
Breakfast?
Apologies. And yes, please.
What'll be?
Just 2 sunny side up eggs and a little bit of any whatever meat is for the menu.
Breakfast special. Be right back.
Thank you.
Oh, how do you want them? Runny?
Yes. Goes good for us.
Chef. Cook. Fry.
Yeah. We just gotta have the runny eggs.
Bubble, hiss. If you're gonna have runny eggs, you gotta have toast.
Exactly. Gotta get that yolk to soak in so nice.
Yeah, he'll be back after a few minutes and slide a steaming plate across to you. It's about time. I'm gonna go and get ready. Y'all, lunch. I'll be serving sandwiches, but I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. Finish your food and move.
Alright. And I'll just sort of finish my bowl. Basically just drink it. Put it down.
Yeah, Elsa will come over to be like, you don't have to like scarf it, but yeah, we should all
He said
get
move.
going.
So, I don't know. I just heard him ask me to move. He'd been nice, so I do what he say.
I'll do the.
Alright.
If
Thanks for
it's
food.
a red loaf, I'll tuck everything into it like a hot pocket.
Hell yeah. You can like cut it open and slide everything in. Walk out with it in your hand. Of course.
Gonna sit up against the tree, probably.
Soleil will follow you all out. And say, oh, your visitors, you sit at the center table.
Oh shit! All right.
Thank you.
And where's your, oh, and she'll turn around and see, and you all see leaning up against the side of the bar is your erstwhile companion. You too, honey.
Wave of Panzer.
She'll wave back, kick off the wall, and make her way over towards the table.
Be amazed at how many missed your disappearing act again.
Nudge it. I'll nudge Zeke a little and be like, you should probably sit in the middle, you know, because you're the captain.
Oh yeah.
Lucille, you still with us?
I'm still here. Alright.
We're all gathering.
Yeah, they ran kiddos.
Oh. Zoom.
Alright, you guys all gather around, and you have a few minutes of sitting around and talking. You can see most of the tables have pairs of people. There's a single group of 3, one older man and 2 younger children. And you see Elsa sitting alone. And then you hear the doors of the bar swing open, and you see Morbid come out. However, he is wearing a shining gold and red breastplate, and he has a hand-and-a-half sword belted at his waist. He strides out towards the large podium. He'll step up, and the general sound sort of quiets down. He'll pull from leaning against a large tree a very old and gnarled stick, and he'll bring it to the front and tap it twice, and the large wooden platform resonates with the thuds, and what talk there was instantly silences. And he'll say, "Villagers of Breel, as the elected speaker, it's my duty to call this meeting into session. I would like to introduce everyone to our new friends, Lucelle, Zeke, Zashi, Cherie, and Panaziver." And you hear a smattering of, "Hello, hello, Zashi, Zeke, hey,
Princess Wave.
We all owe them our thanks as they helped one of ours, as well as one of the whales that our elven friends are so fond of." And you there's you hear 4 sets of clapping coming from the sea elves, and a laugh kind of goes around the tables. "They are asking for our help to repair their ship, and we have agreed. In exchange, they have offered to continue to assist the people of this village with what abilities that they have." if you would all, would you like to pick an order? You could come up and just say your name and what skills you have, and some people will bid on your help. Whoever's need is the greatest.
I'll go first.
And he'll step to the side and hold the stick out to the side for you when you step up.
Grab the stick to feel it out a little bit. Alright, hey y'all. I'm Zeke, or Ezekiel. I've been around a bit. I'm good at breaking shit, moving shit, and sailing. So,
You ever handled a pick? One of them calls out.
couple times.
I'll take him. Alright, that's Ensha, the blacksmith. What help do you need, Ensha? Quarry's too far for me to carry everything that I need. New vein of coal that needs dug before it starts to oxidize. Figure I'd be a lot of help. I'd be able to get those horseshoes done for our farmer over there. And you can see that another group of the UNT will nod, and then Morbid will look at you. Are you willing to work with Ensha here?
Yeah.
Eshna?
Don't see why not.
Alright.
I mean, we'll have to talk about the details, but...
Of
yeah.
course. Thank you, Zeke, for your contribution to the village.
Yeah,
Your help is appreciated.
Easy. I'll sort of go to walk off the stage and then remember that I'm holding the stick. Oh yeah, talking stick. Here you go.
He'll nod and accept it back.
And hop down. Almost go to hop over the table and then walk around.
As you walk around, you can see Panaziver is frantically writing on several note cards at once.
Do you, need a speaking mouth, Tiger?
She waves you off, and then motions like continue like somebody else go. It's clear she wants to go last.
Very well. Smoothly make my way up to the stage. Shireen, I have some experience in magic between shifting the earth as well as the various waters, being able to help clean up a little more easily. Used to working in vineyards and knowing various planting seasons and aiding on farmhands such as that. Would even be able to help on some hunt situations if there was something being more of an aggressor. And those who would just be interested, some in the performing arts, music-wise, if they would take interest in such matters to them.
I'll put my bid in to have you perform. Anybody need a spellcaster right now? What kind of magic? Can you heal?
Unfortunately not. Mine is situational and more aggressive. I do apologize.
How about construction?
Oh, if it's moving the earth, I could assist with that pretty easily.
We need to lay some new foundations. I'll put a bid in for that. New housing needs made. Sushali's kids aren't gonna stay young forever. And there's like a susurrus of agreement around the tables. I'll concede to that, says Morbid. Cherie, are you ready and able to assist in the building of foundations for the homes?
I could assist with that gladly.
Alright, thank you for your assistance to the village. It is much appreciated.
Give a polite bow and hand the stick back.
write down. Who will be next?
I'll go. Walks up. Pretty good with numbers. I'm my ship's quartermaster. So I'm good. I'm good at anything clerical. Not great at physical activity.
There's a little bit of muttering. We need somebody to count and catalog the food stores for winter.
Perfect. I can do that so well.
Are there any other bids? Says Morbid. Watch my
I mean,
kids
of course
for the
I also
evening.
Of course I also use magic and stuff, but I don't have any healing spells or anything like that. I can watch your kids. I'm not gonna say no to watching your kids. I'm sure they're great.
So Shally, you need the childcare? Do you think you could make that work with Estu? They'll look at each other and both kind of give a nod. Yeah, we can work something out. That sounds fine.
Breath. Shit, I forgot to mention I'm okay with animals.
Hit Morbid will turn to you. Zashi, are you ready and willing to assist in these things?
Of course, yeah. Thumbs up.
Thank you for your contribution to the village. It is appreciated.
Thank you for all that you've done.
Just one more thing. I forgot. I don't know if y'all have animals, but I'm okay with animals.
You fix a broken leg?
Probably not. I can calm them some while you do it, but
You got a
no.
vet? Who'll be next?
I think the man might have fallen asleep.
Lucelle, are you here with us? Are you with us?
Sorry. Been a long day. Yes, this pops up, zips over, and flies over to the stage, scoops up the stick in the process. Hi, I'm Lucelle. I can do all kinds of fancy magic stuff. I can heal people, and I can make things bigger or smaller, and I can change my appearance and look like other things, and I can fly.
You can see one of the women at this table stands up. Tetsi, Dr. Dibs. Alright. Any other bids? I'm aware that her need is probably the greatest, but is there anyone else that would want to be heard? And as he looks around, you can see she's kind of glaring around at everyone as if daring them to speak up. And no one does, but there are more than a few whispers. Alright, Lucelle, are you willing to dedicate your healing magics to Tetsi's guidance?
I mean, she already won me over when she said that when she bet on me. That was really funny. So yeah,
All right.
Let's go.
Thank you for your contribution to the village. It is appreciated.
Yeah, gives me the stick and flushes it onto the table.
Penniziver will frantically finish scribbling a page and will stand up and walk over to the stage. And rather than taking the talking stick, she will simply hand him the stack of cards, and he will say, alright. Hi, I cannot speak, so Morbid will talk for. Oh, yeah. Morbid will talk for me. My name is Pandaziver. I am a thief by trade. I am very good at sneaking and stealing and high rope courses. High rope course. He looks at her and she nods like continue. Hunting and stalking are basically the same thing, so I can definitely bring down some kind of food if y'all need. And there's a back to the card. I'm not gonna say this. No, we don't want that. And she kind of looks at him and shrugs, and he says, "Don't do that while you're here."
Rashi will clap. Woo! Go Pandaziver.
Why don't you help me out? I'll need somebody to bring in some more game, as we're down to almost only veggies in the stores. Well, that said, until our new friends brought us quite a bit of dragon turtle meat. It's a bit of an acquired taste, folks, but it is truly delicious. Whoops. Alrighty. He'll gesture for Pandaziver to make her way down, and she does, and you can hear quite a few mutters and murmurs from everyone as they're watching her. He'll step back to the center and he'll say, is there anything pressing that should be noted for this council, for this meeting? And one of the Yuan-Ti will stand up and he'll say, Oza, please come up to the arena. And he'll get up and walk over, taking the stick. I'm Oza. Hi, Oza. We were out searching for where the larger game has moved as winter is approaching. They all appear to be fleeing towards the base of the mountain, as they usually do. We also found remnants of a camp. It looks like soldiers from the Galarian militia. And you can hear immediately like worried voices talking at almost all of the tables. We put their numbers somewhere between 50 and 70, just based on the size. But everyone should be aware, and I would suggest that we go to sundown protocol. And Morbid will look out across the crowd. This is a dire warning. Does anyone wish to speak out in opposition? Elsa will stand and say, what does this mean for our hunting and gathering expeditions? He'll look at Oza, who will kind of shake his head and say, I would suggest we don't go farther than 10 miles, if that. And she'll nod and sit down. Alright, in that case, if no one will speak against, everyone is required to be within the boundaries of the village by nightfall. Can our elven friends continue to provide protection for the boundaries of Briel? And Clarald will stand up and say, we will honor our oath. And Morbid will nod and tap the staff once again on the wooden platform, and Oza will go and sit back down. Anything else?
Zeke will stand up. Good question. If we do bump into any of the Galarian military folk, do you want me to kill them or what?
I will not ask that of you.
Well, I'll do it
But the
happily.
The secrecy of our village is paramount. Many of the people here escaped bondage or worse.
So is that yes or no?
The secrecy of our village is paramount.
So
If you are unable to keep that secret, if they are unable to keep that secret, then you must take it from them.
Right.
Alright, so we'll kill him.
Excuse me? And, Soleil will stand up, step away from the table. In light of these events, could I be permitted to take our newcomers to the Green Haven to visit Mother? And you can hear another kind of rumble goes around, and this one is definitely the most mixed. You can hear some people like grumbling somewhat angrily, but a few people are nodding their heads and looking at their significant other. What do our newcomers say?
I mean, yeah, sure.
I would not oppose.
Of course.
I would ask that we go today. In light of these warnings, we should attempt to stay as close to the village as possible. And she's like starting to talk faster. She can see her compatriots at the table and Morbid all kind of, their faces all cloud. And the sooner we get it done, the faster they can be back here and we can do our best with the village. And Morbid will take a long moment before asking, does anyone speak out in opposition? And Tetsu will shoot right to her feet and say, I need healing magic. You all know of our sick. You know that Shubuz needs her cow's leg mended. This needs to be done today. Soleil, I'm sorry, you'll have to go another day. And there is another like sweep of agreements and nods that goes around. I'm sorry, Soleil, you'll have to wait. I'm sure Mother will still be there when you get there. And a few people chuckle, but it's true to his name, it is mostly a Morbid statement. Unless there's anything else, I'll start distributing sandwiches.
So couldn't you just pump all your juice into that cow or whatever, and then we get going?
Possibly.
But cow.
Yeah, the one with the broken leg.
That's what they need your healing for.
I think there was some sick folks too, but
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'll help wherever you need me. So, you want me to talk to the doc first, or I'm going to talk about the cow first?
I'm gonna say doctor.
Okay. Yeah, well, she's going to go over to the stern-looking woman.
You walk over. You see these two Yuan-Ti women sitting and talking quietly to each other, and she'll look up as you walk over. She's got a very severe face, her eyes very heavily slanted and reptilian looking, though you do not notice any scales or any visible snake-like features apart from that. You're the healer?
Yeah, I can be. I have kind of limitations, but I try my best.
Alright. We need to go to the infirmary. It's the only building that's technically outside of town because of the outbreak that had last year. If you'll follow me, have you eaten? Get a sandwich
Yeah.
before you go. We'll be on our feet the whole time.
This
Okay.
campaign was filmed in post.
Lucille abides and gets some chow in her belly.
Alright, she will take you and you both go to on maybe 20-minute walk outside of the city, heading down a path that gets thinner and thinner until it reaches a glade with a largish building, about as large as the inn, but only single story, or the bar, but only single story. Or that building was single story as well. I'm stupid. About as big as the bar. And you walk in, you can see long rows of cots, most of them empty, and a few partitioned off rooms. You go in, and it is mostly there are 6 people. It is mostly natural injuries, a broken pelvis, a severely dislocated and fractured arm, a dual farming incident where 2 people were run over by a plow and have severe gashes over their legs and backs. But the last 2 are sick with some kind of infection that Tetsuya is not able to cure. She'll say, we have 6 patients. I would say our 2 here, and she would gesture to the 2 from the tilling accident, and say our worst, but I'm very worried about the spread of that infection. So whatever is done, those 4 need to be handled. I can deal with broken bones. Cracked pelvis is also a bit outside of my expertise. There's not a cast I can not let him walk. What can you do for them?
Let's see. I mean, most of my healing magic is for like trauma, not for curing maladies. Unfortunately, let me double check my. Let me review. She reviews the spells that she has in her head.
Does cure wounds do diseases, or I'm thinking of lay on hands, aren't I?
I
Lay on
do lay
hands
on
and
hands.
lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration, that's it.
Everyone's just does pure healing.
Do what you can. I would ask that you lend your medical aid, your knowledge of medical aid for the other 2 then.
It's like my character she is being buggy. Yeah, most of the stuff she can do would mostly be for healing, like people that have like physical injuries. The people who are sick would be really beyond her skills to really help, because she didn't really have training in medicine. She would offer to help the people that have the injuries that she could help get out of there quickly, and maybe she would try to figure out what's going on with yeah. I mean, she'd have some insight because she is getting some ideas about medicine, but she's just not a specialist yet. So I guess it's like there were several people with just like basic lacerations and such, right?
2 people with very bad lacerations, 1 person with a broken and dislocated arm, 1 person whose pelvis is cracked in 2 places.
Okay, with the person that's with their pelvis cracked, I think she would use one of her healing lights on them. She would get some assistance from the other people to help them hold their pelvis steady while she did the healing to help their pelvis heal better.
Okay. Yeah, heal correctly.
Yeah, so that way get them, in a better position to help to recover better. So I guess
Mhm.
using like 1 or 2 for healing lights for that, and then I guess she would use the rest of her healing lights for everybody else with the minor with the lacerations and such. Everyone that has injuries that are like visible, the ones that are more terminal treatments, those are kind of beyond her skill sets, unfortunately.
Okay. So you take the time to help do some like preparatory medicine. You help set the bones of this guy's pelvis and heal it. You help resocket this one guy's arm and heal the shattered bones in it. You make your way over to the guys with the large open wounds on their backs and legs, and one by one stitch and heal them.
Yeah, I'd say she uses all of her healing life. She's very much drained again. She's got the very washed out look again. Hair's a little frayed on the ends.
And is there anything you can do, even just trying to identify the sickness? Have you seen it before? I know that's that you roll medicine.
Yeah, she can roll medicine. She doesn't have she's not trained in it, so she's not that experienced either. It's not a very good roll.
So, I mean,
Hey,
70 is not bad,
bad.
with no modifiers.
Not bad.
Um,
So maybe she remembers something.
yeah, I'll say you don't identify the disease, but you do know of an herb. You're not sure if it's native to the material plane, but it does grow in the Feywild, at least, that is supposed to help lower one's fever. Which you could tell her of and ask if it's around.
Yeah, ask for any kind of analogous plants to that kind.
She would say, I don't know it by that name, because you would know only the name of it in Sylvan. But what you described, we grow it. It's a weed. Should be able to find it in the forest. It usually grows in thick patches of grass, plains or fields, not in areas of thick trees.
I'm gonna take a look. Okay.
And you'll go out in search of these plants to attempt to help Tetsu. Let's go one by one. We'll do Zeke. Zeke, you were asked to help Ensha, the blacksmith. Eshna.
And I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom.
Zeke?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you were asked to help Eshna, the blacksmith.
Yes. Would you mind seeing the scene for me?
Sure. I mean, you would probably make your way over to the table after Lucelle was led away by Tetsi. You make your way over. You can see that Eshna's partner is making their way back up the hill towards their forge, and he waits for you to walk over.
Is this here?
This one over here. The other one went back to the forge.
Oh,
No.
right. Sorry, I went straight to the forge. Thing again, please. Okay, got it.
He'll meet you over and say, we got 45-minute walk ahead of us, so we'll walk and talk. And he'll explain how he has been quarrying from this large spur of upraised stone about 2.5 miles away, that he recently found another deposit of coal and wants to claim it as quickly as possible because he is dangerously low on fuel for the forge right now. And he'll
Also, then
lead.
remind him that I'm big and strong, but I ain't gonna be too precise about what I'm breaking. So long as he doesn't need it in 2 big chunks, it should be okay.
Whatever size you can get, you can, and we can still move. If you can, we'll work for the rest of the day, till the evening meal.
I got down.
He'll retrieve a hand cart from the stables here and wheel it in the direction of what you assume is the stone spur. You head out
Actually,
between the trees.
I might just go real quick and get something, if you don't mind.
Oh, we here?
And I'll go and is Fiddlestick still full of soup?
Yes, and on the fire.
Is there another pot around of approximately similar size?
Of the approximately similar size to Fibblesticks is much larger than most pots. Remember, he was like a witch's cauldron.
To carry what is left.
Of the stew?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like full. You asked him to keep it going, so he's been like re-adding to it and keeping the stock going, and
In
like,
which case, never mind.
yeah.
I'll come
If
back.
you want to
Yeah,
take
fine.
some of it. Oh, you wanted to use Fibblesticks to carry more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry,
Dude.
too much. Sorry, brought too much fucking turtle meat.
No such thing.
It's such a problem. All this turtle. Oh no. Okay, you and Eshna head out to make your way to the stone spur. Why don't you give me an athletics check to see how much you can mine, and then a strength save to pull to be like for a long form pulling this cart back several times.
Alrighty. Just flat roll, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you advantage for athletics because it's like an overtime thing, and you're very good at breaking things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are having no trouble mining at all. How are you doing on a little bit of a longer, like just straight up weightlifting exertion? You're also doing amazing. Eshna usually could make 2, maybe 3 trips in the time between the midday meeting and the evening meal, but you make almost double that.
Alrighty.
So on your 6th trip, he will heave a very heavy sigh as you guys make your way all the way around and up to the forge and make your way into the side and dump the coal next to the pit of clay and brick.
About like 6 fucking wheelbarrows of coal. Bad enough?
You can see Mashi's eyes are wide as you bring yet another load of coal in, and Eshna heaves a very heavy sigh and walks over to the like sort of used water bucket and will like just stick his whole arms in and start washing off all of the coal dust that's accumulated.
Anymore, just, I don't know where you're gonna put it.
Oh, just anywhere right there. We'll shovel it in.
It's probably piled up pretty high.
Yeah. You do a very, very excellent job, and Eshna is suitably impressed with your amount of effort put in. You're a hard worker.
Yeah, always have been. Although,
Well, if you ever need some...
that, so I'm glad you ain't.
Well, if you ever need some horseshoes or something made, I mean, no, I'm no bladesmith, but make something
Right.
solid. It'll last.
I'll let you know if I think about it then, but I'm not exactly a sedentary type.
Well, still very. Let's see what Cherie was up to with Ashley. You make your way over, Cherie.
Indeed I do. You could
Uh,
help.
Yes, we need to, expand the town, as it were. We'll be heading back the way you came, a bit, if you'll follow me.
Happy.
And she will lead you, out of town in this direction. You do not go very far, however, only basically up, onto this ridge here, where she will, gesture, towards where there are several plots of broken ground. We need to dig 10-foot deep pits in each of these locations and then lay down timber in them.
Should be easy enough then. Be able to tap the ground more appropriately as well. I will double check with her, making sure the measurements are right.
They're not like very well staked out, but there are stakes with twine tied around them that denote the plots.
Okay, let's start making easy work of that.
It
Okay.
would take you like what, a minute?
Well, breaking up hard earth or anything like that, but yeah, I still have picks and stuff to do that.
Oh yeah, she is right down in there with you, and as you are removing, basically just magically sliding the earth back and up, methodically moving down on one side and then clearing out sideways. She is helping with.
Earthbender shit right there.
Yeah, she's helping, but
Make sure to shore up the walls and all that when we put down the logs and everything. It's honestly quite refreshing to be back doing something like this.
If anyone's talking, we can't hear you.
Oh no, they're both muted. I'm sure something came up. Might be a cat emergency.
Gee.
Saki likes to destroy things.
Yeah, I've heard.
I just accidentally boiling hot rock cell and all over the bed. So
Boiling hot what? Boiling hot ramen?
Classic. I'm gonna be myself, so my faking mumbling don't get in the way. I'll be back. Just message me or start talking, I guess.
Alrighty.
Hey, sorry guys. I think I have to call it. I just need every. I'm sorry.
It's fair.
It's okay.
Have a good night, y'all.
Have a
I
good
gotta
one.
go.
Have a good night.
Really sorry.